In Pantheon, Rise of the Fallen, the upcoming MMORPG by Visionary Realms, Blackrose Keep is one of the few areas we've seen multiple times through developer streams. In fact, there have been 4 streams in which groups have played through this area. In addition, we also have quite a bit of lore, which provides a nice historical backdrop. As stated by Jared Pullen, senior concept artist with Visionary Realms, the lore for Blackrose Keep is a rich tapestry of storytelling abundant in drama and thematic gravitas. So in this video, let's try and integrate both of those things to gain a better appreciation of Blackrose Keep. As always, it's important to keep in mind that Pantheon is currently in pre-alpha testing, and the information presented here is of course subject to change. We may also engage in some speculative fiction, but if that's okay with you, let's start the virtual tour of Blackrose Keep. We've arrived at the gates of Blackrose Keep, having made the journey through the foothills of the Rhone Mountains. Before we go any further, take a moment to view the keep from a distance, as it is certainly a beautiful old building cradled amidst the rugged cedar woodlands and the hills of Avendyr's Pass. Now, follow me into the courtyard, if you will. As we walk up the stony path to the keep, under the moonlight, it's an opportune time to reflect on the origins of this locale, for it was not always known as Blackrose Keep. The keep itself was built around 150 years ago in an attempt at fiefdom by a devious Thronefastian noble named Wulsifin Seville. In an attempt to avoid detection by the powers of Thronefast, Seville constructed the fortress under the name Luxon Estate, with the goal of carving out a plot of personal sovereignty and revenue generation. Yet, when his reach grew too great, Seville was discovered, and the keep stood abandoned for some time. As we approach the entrance to the keep, you may wonder how an abandoned structure appears in such a well-kept state. Well, over 100 years later, forgotten and in abject disrepair, the keep was rehabilitated and refurbished by Imani Karos and the Black Rose. It was rechristened Keep Leon. Why the name Keep Leon, you may ask? This is one of the mysteries within, and the answer may lie in the story of Imani Karos, which we'll reveal as the tour continues. But we're getting ahead of ourselves, so please follow me through the massive wooden doors of the keep. Within the reception atrium at the beginning of the keep, showcasing the sculpted rows of kindred hearts, we see a beautiful creation of colored glass of Archai make, depicting the fortress's namesake. One of the grand sights of this room occurs when the moonlight pours into the atrium chamber through the ornate double doors to pool on the floor and highlight the sculpture's faceted steps and stonework. It has been documented that the architects of this place wanted everything from the layout to the architecture to the iconography to reflect those two sides of the Black Rose. There needed to be a sense of beauty and anguish. I would point out how this is depicted in stone relief, on banners, and inlaid upon wooden furnishings which you will see throughout the keep. From the intricate rose vine filigree work upon her oak timber doors to the handcrafted rose stencils gently beaten out in plate steel and fused into stone, Blackrose Keep tells its story through its detail. With that in mind, please do not touch any of these things, as they may have unseen thorns. Entering the main hall, it's apparent that the keep was not only rehabilitated, but is in current use, as the tables are set, the torches burn, and the fire pits are lit. Grand chandeliers hang in anticipation of a night of revelry. It stands ready to host a feast at the whim of Imani Karos. In these touches, we witness the keep's designer's inspiration for its bearing as an elegant lady afflicted by the accoutrements of war. In terms of overall layout, it has 2 floor levels, and those are accessed by adjoining tower chambers with winding stairs. Beneath the second floor walkway, we have 6 celled rooms on either side of the main hall, each serving to house several of the shady banded denizens of the Black Rose organization. A close look at the head table where Karos would preside over the gathering is needed to truly appreciate this place. Notice the banner of the Black Rose hung predominantly here, as well as from the rafters in the hall. In particular, notice the 2 different designs of the Black Rose insignia, one holding the sword aloft, the other piercing the rose. A telling observation, as dedication to the cause is first and foremost amongst those that occupy this place. Note that while the soldiers of the Rose come from a variety of backgrounds and have different motivations, most are bound by a deep loyalty and respect for the cause and character of Imani Karos. What is that cause and character, you might ask? Let's continue on. We turn to the right and come to a hallway. Never mind the bones you may see at your feet, as these serve as reminders to those who would seek to explore this place without the blessing of its denizens. Remember, Blackrose Keep is currently closed for the tour, but normally would be full of members of the organization. One of those members, Lieutenant Commander Fionn Iridia, is stationed in the chamber ahead. Renowned for her abilities, and like other members of the Black Rose, there are also barbs of the soul embedded in these men and women. Just like their leader, they carry a sense of betrayal that has sharpened their instincts for survival. So do not disturb any of Lieutenant Commander Iridia's belongings as we pass through. She does not take kindly to intrusions. From here, we'll visit the central garden through the archways to the left. The wide open area contains well-manicured hedges, robust trees, and at night, bonfires to warm those who seek the fresh air. This open area is mirrored on other sides of the keep, as many soldiers and recruits surely spend their days training in the service of the Black Rose. For they are, at their heart, a guerrilla force of expert criminals and military refugees from across the globe. As one might expect, this place also needs support staff, such as a cook and a blacksmith, who are known for their craft. We'll pause the tour here, so have a seat near the fire, and I'll begin the tale of Imani Kairos to the best of my ability. The founder of the Black Rose was, at one time, a fast-rising Thronefastian officer, a champion of the faceless and misfortuned, and the envy of nobles and regulars alike. That is, until one infamous night, Kairos was caught in the act of treason and fled like a common thief. Or perhaps he was innocent of all charges, betrayed by a jealous rival, and hunted down like a rabid animal. The tale, like fate, has changed swiftly over the last 7 years. So we know that Imani Kairos turned against Thronefast and established the Black Rose. But what was his treason anyway? Perhaps the remainder of the tour will yield some clues. Follow me. We re-enter the keep and continue down a hallway where we encounter the station of another of Imani Kairos' lackeys, Black Wolf Dill. Little is known about the Black Wolf, but I would suggest he may be a monk of some stripe, as he's normally unarmed and this chamber is sparsely appointed. A staircase to the upper levels is here, so let's ascend to the upper ramparts of Blackrose Keep. A tour of the upper layers of Blackrose Keep provides a nice view of the surrounding hills and forests. On a moonlit night like tonight, one can almost see the spires of Thronefast in the distance. Proceeding along the rampart to the first guard tower, we see that Blackrose Keep is not the home to fighters and thugs alone, but includes mages and those with a preference for the tome over the sword. In fact, Mage Lord Crow Carnan and his astrologers are known to come to the ramparts to study the world through the telescope you will see on the left upon exiting the tower. Again, please do not attempt to use this device, as the Mage Lord is known to protect it with dangerous wards. Before us, you see the peak of the central tower. There are aspects of this keep where one requires climbing help, like a length of rope, to ascend to its peak. As this tour does not cater to the likes of rogues, we will not be visiting that level of the keep today. So let's make our way along the ramparts to our next stop, a raven pen on the top of the keep. This moniker may have more to do with those stationed here rather than an aviary, as here roam the Black Rose Ravens and Vice Baron Scion Star, a heavy fighter of the Black Rose. From here we descend to another office of the keep, where we'll end our tour today. While it's not certain if this is the study of Imani Kairos, I would direct your attention to the artwork adorning the walls while I finish the tale of the fallen soldier. Since its founding, Kairos and his cohort have orchestrated a decade-long campaign of calculated hostility against the throne. The paintings we see appear to depict both the keep and Thronefast, perhaps a reminder to Kairos of what he has lost, or maybe what he aims to achieve. All we know is that it is inside those walls of the Keep Leon that the secrets of the most wanted man in Thronefast still burn, like the heart of a youth torn from the embrace of the woman he loves. To this day, the true goal of Kairos and the Rose is fitted with a mask just as mysterious as the night he fell from grace. So both the secrets of Kairos and the Black Rose remain just that. Who is Kairos' cohort? Where does the name Keep Leon come from? And at the heart of the matter, what was Kairos' treason that led to his exile? These are questions that deserve a study of their own, and perhaps a future narrative will address them. Or better yet, when the time comes to explore Blackrose Keep for ourselves, perhaps we will discover those answers on our own. Thanks as always for taking the time to enjoy this video. Places like Blackrose Keep really make me excited for the day when we're all sitting together camping that rare spawn, telling war stories and sharing a laugh. What were your most memorable camp spots in other MMOs? Let me know in the comments below, and until then, cheers, and thanks for watching.